So something interesting happened over the weekend. There was a clip going around, and he sounded like a Kenyan.
Not like he sounded. He's a Kenyan.
Oh, he's a Kenyan. But he was definitely not in Kenya, because the scenario that he was describing could not be possible in our country. But I know you saw the clip. I want you to have a listen as we unpack this particular issue, because in other parts of this third world continent of ours, people are being offered so much more than 6,000 bob and wheelbarrows. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger.
Mwenye hii building na hii ingine ni mlocal. Ako 33 years old. Hii ni twin towers. 60 floors, hii ingine 60 floors. Zote ni 120. Alipewa land na government ikamsupport, ikamfinance hadi akamaliza. Sasa siku hizi analipanga polepole. Government enye inajua kusupport watu wake. This is what it does. Lakini wewe uko hapo, kazi ni kuimba baba na kuimba hustler na kupromisiwa wheelbarrow. Ujinga tupu kufuatana na Land Cruiser ya waizi. Na hakuna kitu inakusaidia, hakuna kitu wanakufanyia. Wazazi wako, babako na mama yako ndio walianza kudanganywa. Watajengea hospitali, barabara, mashule, economy, hawakufanyiwa. Wewe saizi ndio umemea ndevu, unadanganywa. Kazi ni kufuatana na Land Cruiser. Ukiwa umetoa ulimi nje juu ya njaa. Tumia akili nani. Wacha kutumia tumbo. How politicians should be held responsible. Government of Kenya should be supporting Kenyans. Not investing offshore accounts. Should be supporting Kenyans. Saizi mmewekewa hadi bado kuna curfew. Badala watu wafungue economy, mmewekewa curfew. Mlipandishio mafuta juzi na mumenyamaza tu kama maburukenge. Mafuta ni cheap Uganda na inapita Kenya. It doesn't make sense. Tumia akili nani. Hii generation ya kuanzia 1990 to 2000, they are the majority voters next year. Don't use your stomach, use your brain. Chagua kiongozi atashughulikia maslahi yako. Usiniulize ati ndachagua nani, sijui. Enda ujue mwenye utachagua. Mtu mwenye akona sera, si Sara. Mtu mwenye akona sera, akona agenda. Saizi unapromisiwa wheelbarrow. Mjinga wewe. Unapromisiwa ati utapewa 6,000 because of unemployment. Wajenge economy wa Kenya, wajitafutie mali. Wajenge barabara, wajenge mahospitali. Si kupromise.
Hey. Some very, very deep truths right there. Can you
A lot of truths.
At the age of 33, you're the owner of 2 skyscrapers. In which world?
Of course, yes. There's one thing I want to demystify also. Let me be the devil's advocate on this.
Okay.
All right. Let's just say the government itself has a lot to give. And there are a lot of institutions created to help and give. All right? As our government itself. But then it's the people running those government institutions that are needed to actually execute and get. You see something like youth fund. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Youth fund, if well managed, okay, if well managed, some of these things are not actually done by politicians. It's just some people who've been appointed in those places who actually mismanage funds that are meant to empower people. We have a lot of government training institutions. We have NITA, we have TVET, we have even the Kenya School of Government. You get where skills are actually supposed to come from. You get. I don't know if you understand it.
I understand, but you see, on my end, you think that show me one part of our government and our administration that's actually working for us. Okay? Right now as we speak, Jalas, do you know that Kenyatta National Hospital has doubled up the consultation fees alongside other things? The biggest referral hospital in the country, where everyone should be able to go to get the much needed healthcare that any human being requires. has added its consultation fees from 650 to 1,150 bob. In a country where the economy is struggling, in a country where unemployment is inherent, in a country where poverty is our day-to-day life, I just want one institution within government, administration, and whatever else is happening, notwithstanding the people
From
that
his-
works for Kenya.
From his conversation, from this guy's conversation, very genuine, very, very, very genuine, okay? Telling you guys, go out there and vote with your mind.
Kabisa.
Brain's head, not with your stomach.
Yes.
All right? So he's pointing out definitely onto the leaders who are front runners. Definitely Raila Amolo Odinga and the deputy president, who have been promising people things left, right, and center. Is that okay? But remember that these guys will come in, okay? And people will be appointed to the different institutions, okay? These things will not stop again with these people. He can't be here trying to check what is happening in that place, what is happening in this place, what is happening in this place. A lot of our institutions are actually rotten because of some of the people who are actually employed there. Institutions that should be giving services, you understand? These things, some of them are not politicians. Some of them are actually Kenyans who have been employed in these institutions but keep on screwing up things in the ways that you can't believe. You get? Now today, you get a government appointment, all right? You're going to head an institution somewhere.
Yeah.
All right? Is it again for the president or a politician who or whoever appointed you there to come and again monitor you to deliver your job in that place? Is it? Our institutions, most of them are rotten because of we people. Just us kabisa. Watu wetu kabisa. Who are our fathers, our brothers, our sisters. Where you know your brother is in charge of something somewhere. But now you take that as your chance to eat. Your brother is not a politician. Your father is not a politician. He's a government employee who's been given a chance to run an institution to give services to Kenyans. And he comes here and messes up everything. Then the blame goes back to who? The president, the people, and everything.
Yeah,
We as a country must first also start looking at ourselves personally. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Listen, we as a country have
You
one
as a
job.
person who's been in charge, been placed in charge of a government institution.
Sisi kama
that is
wananchi.
kama mwananchi mwenye amepewa nafasi ya kufanyia wananchi kazi.
Sasa, let me tell you something. One, okay, yes, there are people who are employed, what. They're not politicians who mess up. Cool. All well and good. But it cannot be up to us as the voters and the taxpayers now to also follow up. Our job is one. We pay our taxes to alipe mfanye kazi. If you don't do the job, it can't now be brought back to me to look at us on the inside and see indeed who is what. But I think at the heart of it is, can you ever imagine at the age of 33 in Kenya that you can own 2 skyscrapers, 120 floors, some 60 floors, 60 floors, where the government has given you the land, where the government has given you the grant, where the government has given you the support to excel in Kenya? Which has me thinking, do we expect so little of these people? You know, maybe it's time for us to start asking for big things. Munapatiwa wheelbarrow na 6,000 mnasherekea. I saw another politician over the weekend said, ojama youth wa Kenya sijui wanataka tu sherehe, sijui akanangoa what. I was like, who's this ninja? Unasema nini? Are you crazy? You think that all we want to do is party?
Let me tell you something. We as a country have the biggest potential to grow. More so young people and everyone.
But
Okay? But we give a lot of complaints to the wrong people. To the wrong people, and there are people who have walked away without being questioned.
Kabisa.
A lot. Without being questioned totally. You know, Kamene, let me tell you. Have you seen the people being arraigned in courts of these billions? Billions stolen from institutions.
yeah.
Do Do you know half of them are not even politicians? They're actually wananchi wenye wameandikiwa kazi wafanyie wananchi kazi. Do you get it? A CEO of somewhere.
Yeah.
The board of director somewhere.
Oh, yes.
At a government institution. You get?
Yeah.
So these guys have decided to loot everything. That no system actually works. Totally. No system works. When you're talking about Kenyatta National Hospital doubling up, which politician is there? You tell me which politician is there. It is our fathers, our brothers who are board members and directors of that place, been given the mandate. You tell me.
Guys, you tell me. The question is simple. Who's to blame? We could be somewhere, but we're not. The last anasema it's not the politicians. Ni wananchi tu kama mimi na wewe.
Kabisa.
Mtu anapatiwa nafasi anamua
Hii
hapa.
ndio wakati yake ya kukula.
Kabisa.
Hii ndio wakati yake ya kukula.
Who is to blame? Imagine you'd be 33 years old now, a loose billionaire like this, with your two skyscrapers pale tao.
Look at Juzi, the dossier from
Panama.
No, not Pandora. The breakdown of how money was stolen from youth fund. Well, did you see even one politician there? Did you see? Not even a single politician. It's just we people being employed, given a chance to serve the people, and you just mess up everything.
0711 046 100. Kenyans, stay woke. Can you imagine these two buildings are owned by a 33-year-old man?
The government came through for him, gave him a grant.
Gave him the land, gave him the money, he built, saizi analipa gava pole pole, lakini anapiga biashara.
60 floors, ingine 60 floors, zote ni 120.
Umse alienda kwa can your government do that for you? And we're like, yo, Kenyans, actually, no way is it possible. And I was even telling Jalas, right now as we speak, consultation fees at the biggest referral hospital in the country have gone up in a system where essentially we should not have to pay for healthcare.
That's true.
With the amount of taxes that we pay, we should not have to pay for healthcare. I should be able to go to Kenyatta right now with whatever it is that is disturbing me and get treated top, bottom, and be good. But yo, this is Kenya. So the question is, who's to blame? Is it us who ask very little of our government, who have shown them that by this is in Iberaisi? Or is it the actual government, the politicians, and the institutions?
To me, the rot actually begins with all of us.
Hey.
All of us. There should just be a complete overhaul of everyone in this country, and just you yourself just start questioning even yourself. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember when the president talked about 2 billion getting lost every single day.
How could this ninja even come out and tell us that?
Every single day.
Unatuambia venye you're losing our money every day.
Can you imagine?
Na unashtuka. How? Unashtukaje na watu ni wako? How? With all of the armory, with all of the capacity you have as a president, you go come and tell us, we lose 2 billion Kenya shillings. Are you crazy?
When he was later asked about it, it was very, very simple. He said he didn't mean that there's 2 billion somewhere that is going to be picked and lost. Started we the people who want to, one way or another, not want to pay for a service. Okay? Somebody somewhere who want to skip a process in paying a service. You get? All that put together, na yenye naibwa, comes to 2 million.
Buddha, let me tell you, by the time I have to skip a process, it's because I require something of this institution that they are not doing. If even giving out national IDs, something that is your right as a citizen of this country, can take you up to 5 months to get a national identification document. 5 months. Of course, if I can get it in a month and grease somebody's hand, I will, but it's not my fault. The problem is the institution that will not give me my ID when I require it. How does someone turn 18 now and it's another 5 months before they get their ID? It's not us. It's them. Us, our job is 2 things. We pay taxes and we vote. The rest, kazi kwenu. So you said you want the job. Do it.
I really think paying taxes alone is not enough. Paying taxes alone is not enough. Today, for example, you go to a cafe somewhere here and you pay for, say, coffee.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it has not been done the way you always.
Yeah.
What would you do?
What would I do?
Yes.
Give me back my money.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll question or ask for a better cup of coffee or the coffee that you ordered for. You understand? You will. Why are people ready to always question about other things, but not how the government works or how the government operates?
So wait, let me ask you something, bro. In between waking up and working to pay these taxes to this government that requires this money, and if I don't give it, they'll come look for me. Look for money to take care of my family. Look for money for healthcare. Look for money for fees. Look for money for God knows what. At the same time as I'm trying to sort those things out, I go have to come check if you're doing your job that I'm paying you to do. Nipate. Nijikute. Kiss, good morning.